Hello, I'm Gary Slyman, President and Founder of Great Transition Strategies. Today's topic, let's talk about the levels of leadership. What I've seen many times is in organizations, individuals are not ready for the next level of leadership. So let's kind of take an approach to that you might be able to adapt to your organization so you have leaders that are ready for the next level when you promote them. And you have a bank of leaders that are being developed that you can move through your organization. Okay, so let's dig in. So I think there's a number of levels. Let's do those first. And then we'll do a series of videos to kind of talk about the skills at each level so that way that leader's ready. Okay, first, individuals or organization, they work on the line, they're doing the work, they're being supervised. No leadership responsibility. So the first, someone gets promoted, they get transitioned to, they're probably the leader of a team. Probably leading a team that's on the line, there's a team leader that leads them. So I think that's probably the first. So we're going to call that team leader. All right, where do you go after the team? Well, you probably become a leader of multiple teams, where when you're the team leader, you're still doing some of that work with your team members. Now, you've probably graduated or you've been promoted to not necessarily doing the work of the line, but now you're supervising and leading multiple teams here. So you are a leader of team leaders, right? That's probably most likely. So you do a good job there, now you get promoted. What's next? You're probably promoted in an organization to do one of the functional parts of the business. You're an HR leader, maybe production, sales, business development. So you have one area. So you're in an area, maybe a functional area leader, that you become really expert in that area with leading that one area. Okay, so now you're continuing to grow. So now we're at level 3. After that, and I think this is where the leader of small businesses are, and I'm going to call that, now you're leading all those multiple functions. You have to be able to lead all those functions, understand what's going on, so you can accomplish the overall mission of that business. All right, so now one business, we have all these different functions, you're leading that. So now you're promoted to be the leader of that business, or maybe if you're in a large organization, maybe that's a area. All right, so next, if you're in a large organization, let's pick one of the big organizations, for instance, Amazon or Apple. Now you probably, large organizations, you might be a regional leader. You lead the region, that sector, maybe different parts of global areas. So you're leading those. So you've gone from running just one business area to now running big sectors, areas. So you really have essentially multiple businesses under you. And then lastly, I think that's where the CEO sits. So I think that there's 6 levels to be able to grow. And think about your organization. I don't think it fits exactly. I think that it can be modified, but what makes sense for your organization when you see how people move? Because what we're going to do next, we're going to talk about real briefly about each one of those. What's the skill set the individual's leader need? At the team leader, leading other team leaders, growing to leading a functional area, to leading an overall, essentially business area, an overall business. So we're going to kind of walk through that so that way you can consider, hey, am I really doing a good job of developing folks? So that way I have a good stable of leaders so this organization keeps moving the way it needs to move.